press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Welcome to Japan, first of all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Nupur Tiwari Show, this is called.
Thank you, Napuji.
So, why Japan? Why did you choose Japan?
It's a mix of a few points. Number one, when I was a member of parliament in 2016, there was a program organized by FICCI, and about 6 parliament members were brought to Japan, and I was one of them. And during that trip, I really got to engage and see and get a first-hand experience of so many important aspects of the Japanese culture, the ethos, the entire way they work. And that left a very long lasting, I should say, impression in terms of the values that they have. So I was very impressed and very impacted, I should say, with that visit. Number two, the government of India's approach, especially our Honorable Prime Minister, in terms of ensuring that we develop a strong relationship with Japan and the kind of trust he has built with them. That has also added a lot. Number three, the fact that Japan is already working in the Northeast, especially, and all over the country in a very, very aggressive manner. And that has also opened up, the aspects for us. And number four, I do see a lot of similarity in terms of our cultures, the food habits. And so therefore, it was very kind of a positive atmosphere that led to this. And that is why I thought that if there is one country that we should try to work with and build relationship, at least from a state point of view, at least one of them should be Japan. So that's why, in a very concise way, that's the reason why we selected Japan.
Thank you. So, what kind of collaboration are you looking for from Japanese government or Japanese companies?
Multiple areas. In 2019, 1 year after I took over as chief minister in my first term, we started a collaboration for mushroom cultivation with an organization called YATS Corporation, YATS. It's from Miyagi Prefecture. And since then, multiple times our officials have come, our farmers have come, their farmers and their officials have gone to Shillong. We have trained our people. We have been invested, and we've bought machinery to create the logs out of the sawdust, which then is on which the mushroom is grown. So it started with that partnership at that point in time. And that was something that is even going on till today. And we had a very positive experience, and we felt that we can build up on that. And we realized that mushroom is just one of the areas. So agro processing, agro technology, farming, these areas, I feel that there is a clear area of interest as well as opportunity for the state of Meghalaya as well as for Japan. Number two, we had an investor who was from Shillong, who has ties in Japan, and he started a company in Meghalaya called Cherrapunji Gin. It is, in fact, today one of the fastest selling products in the Northeast market and the Indian market, and they are trying to bring this to Japan also. Now, in that, there were Japanese investors. There was a venture capital fund which then invested in that company, and today they are keen to now expand further into other areas of music, sports collaboration, festivals, and also in terms of other aspects of brewery and other drinks that they can look at. So that was another area which we are also keen in, to see how we can look at the entire sector of entertainment per se, and even the brewery section where we feel technology can be used, which they use in sake production, the kind of quality they maintain, the technology they use. We have our own rice beer and products made out of rice, and I feel that there's an area of collaboration. May not be in large scale, but I think there is some opportunity in that. But I just wanted to share that there were these venture capital funds that were invested in Meghalaya. Third was the nurses in the healthcare sector, the health workers. In the beginning, there were companies, and of course, this is the Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji's initiative. And based on that, the India and Japan are in a very strong partnership for human resource exchange. And under that program, there were many requirements, or large requirement, I should say, for nurses and health workers. In the beginning, when the companies came, and these are companies selected by Government of India, supported by Government of Japan, when they came in, there was a very, very low response. Only 1 or 2 or 3 nurses came forward for 2 reasons. Number one, because it was expensive. They could not afford it. They were from poor families. Number 2, they were scared. The parents were not very comfortable sending their children all the way to Japan. They didn't know whether these companies are actually genuine or not. So the government of Meghalaya came in. We had a job fair. We paid for the initial down payment required. And we guaranteed to the parents and to the kids that we will be there all the way from the beginning to the point where they start working. And we got about 150 nurses who agreed. They underwent training. And today, 25 of them are working in Japan. About 60 plus are working in Singapore. And I came to drop the first 2 of them to Japan in Kobe. And the conversation I had with them, we put it on social media. And based on that, things went very well. And the other kids who saw that were so excited that ultimately we have about 1,000 people now who have signed up, who wish to come to Japan and Singapore. And my target is to see that we touch 10,000 in terms of the healthcare workers, at least, and hopefully maybe in other sectors like hospitality and other areas of transport and other sectors which are available. So human resource area is very highly potential, I feel. And that's also because Meghalaya is a very young state, even compared to rest of India. So we have about average age of about 21. So if India is about 27, ours is about 21, 22. And hence we have a huge potential. And our English speaking population is good. Our kids are very much kind of connected with the Japanese culture in the sense that it's similar to ours. So they're very comfortable in fitting in here. It's not very difficult. So all these things are very positive. So these are the few areas which I feel there's a potential, and I hope that this could be the foundation on the basis of which then we'll be able to take things forward.
Yeah, like 21, wonderful. 21.
Yes, that's the average age.
And it's like so much energy you have in your state.
Yes, yes. And that's also because of the culture that we have. So like we have a lot of youngsters who are very much connected with the overall culture of the rest of the world. We have a population that's very music savvy. They like the Western music. There's a huge influence now of the Eastern music, the fashion, the sports. All these areas brings in a lot of energy among the kids.
Great. So definitely, I'm going back to my question. So, do you think that, of course, you already mentioned so many positive points like what Meghalaya and Japan you have, but do you think you can have the problem also sending our people to Japan? And what are they, if you feel?
So there are challenges. There's no doubt there are challenges. But my personal opinion is that those challenges can be overcome. The first challenge, of course, we should be very clear on the fact that the requirement is here in Japan and the availability is there in India. So there's a clear potential to match the two. The first level of problem comes in because the kids who want to come they don't know how to come in here. Even if they want to come in here, the agencies are there, but the financial problems come in. The trust factor is important, and they're scared. So these can be overcome easily by, say, the state governments playing a crucial role, or an agency within the government playing a role that will bring all these stakeholders together and build up the confidence among the children. So I feel that those problems can be resolved. Apart from that, of course, the actual larger issue I feel will be in terms of the larger competitions that we face. So whether it's within the country, so there'll be many states which will be working towards this. There are many other countries who have a better diplomatic, I should say, arrangement with Japan. Like for example, countries like Philippines, in terms of manpower, Cambodia, Thailand, they have a more, diplomatic, better relationship in terms of the manpower scales and grading that is there, especially in health sector. So I hope that those scales and the grading that we are in right now, those can be upgraded to the standards which are being followed with Philippines. So right now our nurses come here, but they're not nurses, they're health workers. So that also leads to their salaries being lesser compared to the same qualification of a person coming in from Philippines receives double the amount
Right.
compared to what an Indian health worker or
Receiving.
nurse will receive, simply because of the diplomatic, uh, you know, um, the agreement that is there. So those challenges I feel will be there. Those again can be overcome, and I'm sure Government of India is working on it. I have requested, of course, Honorable Minister of External Affairs, Honorable Minister with Health, and also I've written a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister on this particular issue that we can resolve. Other than that, I think what is also very important is that the mindset among our children when they come here, they have to be trained not just in terms of the skills, the language, the talent, and the character, but also to instill in them the important message that when they come here, they're also not just representing themselves, their family, but the country. And so they have to be very responsible when they
Right.
come in here. And I feel that is something that when it's large country like India, people coming in from all over the country, coming into Japan. So those kind of issues are there which we need to ensure that there's a uniformity. So those are kind of areas which I feel can also be again overcome by giving the right training and counseling before they come in. And I think these are important aspects which are there. But apart from that, I feel that there's a huge opportunity, and if we do well, then this could become a huge potential, especially for our young population in the country, which obviously will be very happy to come and work out here.
Right. So yes, please. So you talked about that the Meghalaya has really very vibrant culture. So do you really practice anything, like do you have hobby of playing any
Oh
instrument or
yeah,
something?
of course I do. We all are into music,
Uh-huh.
and of
Do
course
you
I
create music?
uh, yes, there was a time when I
Uh-huh.
was in school and in
Uh-huh.
college when we used to, we used to have our songs, and we used to write songs. But that was a long time back. I'm talking like almost 30 years back. So I keep joking with people that now we only face the music. There's no more playing or enjoying or making the music, and we're in politics now. And of course, there is limited time. But yeah, whenever we get a chance, we try to relax, and whatever we can remember. We're not as maybe good as we used to be 30 years back, but yeah, music is one area which is a hobby that we still continue.
Great. So maybe entertainment industry can be another thing between these two
Absolutely. I don't
countries.
know if you know this, but we have a festival in Shillong called the
I
Cherry
know.
Blossom Festival.
Yes, I know.
So it is in that cherry blossom. It's now 4 5 years now we've been doing it, and every year we're making it bigger and bigger. But last year, just want to share with you. Last year we had close. We had a number one. We had a separate section for Japan. So it was a country partnership. So we had the normal festival going on, and then we had one huge section for Japan. And in that, we had a stage. We had a sumo wrestling arena. We brought sumo wrestlers from Japan to showcase the sumo wrestling. We had the different traditional programs that were again showcased. We had food, obviously, items brought in, and cooks were brought in from, chefs were brought in from Japan, and we had musicians who came in. We had close to about 100 people who came in from Japan, who flew to Shillong for the Cherry Blossom, and the bands performed out there on stage, and there was a huge response. People loved it, and the artists who went from Japan, they themselves loved it. And today, in fact, these artists have shared with their managers and with their producers that they have not seen that kind of response anywhere, and they would love to go back and and build on this initial foundation and initial experience that they had, and build up the music exchange that we could have. So it is definitely on the cards. It's something, obviously it takes a bit more time, because maybe language issues of course will be there, and some of course of the bands played in English, sang in English, but there's a huge opportunity, and I'm just telling you that realizing that we took the bands from here, musicians from here, and they had a great time. And this year again in the Cherry Blossom, we will be repeating that. And in fact, we just met some of the people last night who were the main promoters of sending these artists to Shillong during the last Cherry Blossom, and we have discussed the possibility of some kind of a music exchange program, where we have artists coming in from Meghalaya out here and artists from Japan to go there and create music.
Wow.
Yeah, so we would like to create a song that would bring in some tradition of the Japanese music and musical instruments, bring in the musical instruments and traditional music from Meghalaya, from the different tribes, and create a fusion out of that. So we are keen to do that, and it's still in planning stage. We discussed it just last evening. But yeah, I see a huge potential in that.
This is going to be really fantastic, and I hope that this year we'll be invited as well.
Absolutely. So I'm on camera, I'm on record, inviting you, your team, and everybody to please come and enjoy the Cherry Blossom Festival in Shillong. We always have a large Japanese section, but apart from that, also there is so much of the local stuff that's happening out there. You'll enjoy it. It's one of the largest festivals in the country.
And you just missed Cherry Blossom here.
Actually, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Wow.
So I don't know if you know this, but we went to Miyagi.
Okay, yes.
We were in
Miyagi.
Sendai.
Yes, okay.
Yes. And Sendai was fully blossoming. Right. There was all the area. We went to the parks out there, the cherry blossom parks within Sendai and in the outskirts. And Sendai is all white and pink, and cherries are blossoming right now. So it was a beautiful sight, and we really enjoyed it.
So I think twice cherry blossom in a year you're going to experience.
Yeah. So ours is November. Yeah. It's ours is in November, and here it's April.
Yeah, April. Yeah. Wow, that's fantastic. Have you memorized any Japanese words? Do you speak a little bit Japanese?
Only one of two words, like thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. That's maybe the one word that is most used. I have not been able to. But just to share with you, we are starting a Japanese language institute in Shillong.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to start it. So it's one of the decisions that we've taken. We would want to take trainers from here, if possible, to spend time and do this, because as I said, that is the only way for us to be ready for the large requirement that is there and to start promoting it. So, right now people have to go to other metros and other parts of the country to learn. So Bangalore or Delhi,
right.
Kolkata, and maybe now slowly Guwahati will also start. But it'll be great if we can have it in Shillong and in other parts of Meghalaya state. So language will be one important area for us.
Exactly.
And yes, and Chief Minister also should start learning.
From Chief Minister.
Yeah, to lead the way.
Exactly. So, if you really want to summarize your trip to Japan, so what would be in a word or in a sentence?
It was again a very, very, I should say, satisfying trip. Um when we came in to Japan, this is my fifth or sixth trip, but my second official. First one was as a member of parliament, and first time as chief minister. But we've been planning this trip for a very long time, so it's not that we just came in just like that. We knew what we wanted to do. We knew who we wanted to meet. We met different agencies regarding forestry, regarding the different disaster management. So research-based discussions on these areas is something we want to work towards, because the disaster management protocols, which are, Sendai area is well known for developing that. So we're keen to tie up with that, because again, Northeast also is a high seismic zone area, and it'll be a great way to really again build up the relationship by learning from each other. So things like these, the farm technology. So we went to the strawberry. Just before coming, I visited my strawberry farms. Then when I came here, I visited their strawberry farms, and I could see the difference in the technology, technique, the process, the professional overall approach that is there, which we can really learn from. So we really want to take this technology back home. Other areas, of course, of the mushroom, we want to take it further in that line. We're very keen to again partner in terms of the cultural aspect that is there, especially when it comes to the festivals that we're having. So we were able to meet exactly the people who we wanted to, and we have already through the embassy informed them that these people will be brought to Meghalaya maybe the next month or 2 months or 3 months, whenever they're ready. And we expect that we'll be able to actually come to concrete contracts and agreements, not just an MOU, but a real agreement on the way forward and the plan of action. So we're very happy with this trip, and we expect that the overall foundations that we had in a way laid in the last 5-6 years in relationship with Japan will open up a new chapter now, and we'll be able to take this further and really have positive and realistic and concrete outcomes.
Wonderful. Last message for Japanese.
uh, for the country, of
For the
course.
country,
Yeah, for the
yes.
country, of course, that India and Japan have always shared very, very strong history and a very, very strong cultural ties, and we're very thankful to Japan and the people of Japan, and especially the leadership, for having promoted the overall partnership between India and Japan. And we strongly feel that there is a lot that we can learn from each other. There's a lot that we can support each other with, and create a win-win situation for both the nations and the people in the nations. So we really look forward to the partnership, and I hope that many more states have a relationship with the prefectures out here, so that things can happen at the grassroots level. So thank you so much. We had a wonderful trip, and we look forward to having even more better times ahead, and constructive work and outcomes in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chief Minister.
Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.